Hello.
Hello.
Hi. You sound really like crispy.
Like bad?
No, like good. Like I can hear you very good.
I put in the wrong input thing into my microphone.
The wrong hole. Yeah.
Yeah, I put the speaker one in instead of the microphone.
When I was setting up, I was doing it so fast that I thought that I plugged my microphone into the USB charger, and I was like, "Oh no, I fried the mic." But I didn't. It was the light, so everything's fine.
It was just my brain. That was what got fried.
Bruh, I'm with ya.
We have so much to catch up on.
So much, dude. It's mid-June. It feels like it was early June just last time we talked. And not even, it was end of March.
The last time we talked?
I think so.
No, it was 2 weeks ago. It was the end of May.
That's what I mean. Yes.
It's
I always get March
okay,
and May
yeah.
confused. Yeah. It's like, twins. You can't
Yeah,
tell them
Marzo
apart.
and Mayo.
They're the same font.
Yeah.
Well, hi. Happy Pride Week in Iowa City. We
Oh, yeah.
gaying it up everywhere. Been so busy this week. I've been like seeing a drag queen every single day of the week, which is fine, but it can be a little taxing.
Yeah, that sounds pretty exhausting.
We saw drag queens on ice yesterday for the first time in the city of Coralville. Well, no. I'm sorry. The first time at the mall, the Coralville Mall, because we had drag queens on ice that one time when we let Roxy Mess ride the Zamboni at the hockey game. But this time they were like actually performing. So that was slatitious. And
Who was it?
so we had this one named Virgo who I had never seen perform, but I'd seen her at a drag. And then she was good. And then Hazel Sanchez and Erotica Divine, aka Miss Iowa City. We talked about
Yes.
that tea last week. And Spooky Santos, of course. Yeah, the Iowa City or Coralville Ice Capades presented by Think Iowa City in partnership with Iowa City Pride.
Wait, how do they do it? Do they take ice skating lessons? Like
No, they just like went and did it, and like only 2 of them fell one time. So
sure. That's not bad.
I feel like half the spectacle was seeing who would fall and how bad, but thankfully no one got hurt.
Yeah.
All that padding they wear really cushions the fall.
I imagine it would be very strenuous, especially with the padding and like the heavy hair that's weighing you down.
Yeah. Plus, like, you have 10 pounds of rhinestones on you.
Yeah. It's hard to be graceful when there's just so much. Because the point of it is that you're like supposed to be gliding in air. But if like so much of drag just seems to be like heavy accoutrements.
No, it's one thing performing on like a dirty bar floor. When you have like slick ice, it's just a completely different animal. And you either have it in you or you don't. But I was really impressed by how well they did. They all made it look easy, which I'm sure it wasn't. So no one did any fun, crazy tricks, but this isn't figure skating. This is drag. So
yeah, it's probably for the best.
Yeah, and we had a picnic on Wednesday. Special guest, the Chick-fil-A cow. So they served up hot chicken sandwiches. Yeah, it was fun. We love an ally, and it was a good time. Then on Tuesday we had the big gay bar crawl, the legendary bar crawl that made Alex miss his flight a few years ago.
True.
So that was fun. We survived. It was great.
Yeah, did you go?
Yeah, of course. I left early. I didn't stay for the whole thing. I left at like 1.
I love. That's the bad part about summer is that I constantly wish that because I always imagine like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be doing so many fun things, and then I'm literally just like in my house every single day doing work. It's so hard to get places now that like transportation is so expensive. And by that I mean like bus and train are so expensive. Air flight planes, that's still basically the same. But now more than ever, shouldn't we be able to access like ground transportation?
I mean, how much is a bus? Like $5?
The bus to Iowa City is $93 one way.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant like within the city.
Oh, no. I guess I should have clarified, I was thinking of that. Well, that's the other thing. I don't really even know what to do in Chicago in the summer because I imagine like summer being like pool party, but I don't know anybody with a pool.
I guess I don't either. You can always like, I know some hotels will do like a day pass for the pool only. Also have pools over there.
That could be advantageous.
Or just make your own pool. You have a patio. You can get like one of those like kiddie inflatable pools and no?
No, that's not okay. Getting in the water is not the best part. The like best part is just like being luxurious and just being by the pool.
Well, dude, you have like a whole fucking lake right there with a beach, a lake beach. You can like go chill at. It's not as luxurious,
Yeah.
but it's down the street from you.
Yeah, it's like that's the other thing. Like I don't mind it, but it is also not as luxurious because I feel like with a pool, there's usually some guaranteed like shade at some point, and you get like a little chair to sit on so you're not covered in sand, and just like a private pool has so many less people. There's like hundreds of people at like that dirty lake. I mean, it's still fun, but it's just not luxurious.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Maybe we'll have to research some hotels with pools. So I'm thinking, what if I make a surprise appearance for Chicago Pride next week?
Yeah, that'd be so fun.
And then we can get like a day pass for the pool. Doesn't Steamworks have a pool?
I don't know. That's a
I
good
wouldn't get an in.
question. Yeah, I don't know.
It's probably condoms floating.
Probably biohazards.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't want to step on a syringe. But no, like I know the day passes are a thing at the resorts. I don't know about Chicago hotel pools, but
Okay, but that's the hard part is like what I really want is to have someone who lives at one of those like luxury condominiums or whatever that has access to a pool and can get me into that pool.
let's see. Who do I know? My Chicago network has dwindled. It's basically like one real estate agent and you. But I mean like the people who would like know those spots. Let me noodle on that, and then we will get some pool noodles to pool noodle.
I know.
Did you know that when you check out of a hotel, at least at the Hyatts, well, you probably did know this because you have Hyatt experience. You can check out of your room, but you can still use the pool for the rest of the day.
Oh yeah, that sounds about right.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I've never heard anyone being like, "Oh my god, like you need to go kick them out." But like if they like ask for like a new key, I'm like, "Well, since you're out of your room, I can't give you a new key. Someone just has to let you in from the inside."
My friend got a new key because he
Oh
was checking
really?
out of the hotel, and he left the room and then went to the front desk and was like, "Can I just get pool access?" So they rekeyed the key to just get pool access.
Oh.
So we stayed there for like another 5 hours at the pool.
That's amazing.
It was a lot of fun, actually. That was Pride last year, so
Yeah, oh right.
excuse me.
When Jack John had the pool, that was like the lap of luxury.
Yeah, it really was. It was a nice 2 days that we got to use it.
I know.
Is he back in town? I think I've been seeing him on Grinder, but like, does he watch
Really?
this?
No,
I
I don't think
mean,
so.
I see him. I don't know what would bring him back.
If he like started working out again, that's still in business, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Who do I know with a pool? I know people with hot tubs, but pools? No idea. I know a couple people, but like we're not like at that point where I can be like, "Hey, let me come use your pool,"
Yeah, let me text Jack John.
I guess my mom has a pool. It's all the way in Mexico.
Oh, really?
It's like the HOA pool,
Oh, really?
which you gotta come visit this winter. That would be so much fun. Bring Isaiah. But no, so when we were discussing the summer topics, I was thinking about how when we were going through the solar power like release era, and it was so magical and such a vibe. And I just have very fun memories of like riding in the car and listening to that whole
I
album and
know,
just
right?
like being like, oh, summer life.
Truly, it was a return to love, a return to innocence, and the magical realism within the everyday and the sanctity of life. Oh, God,
I sympathize with the lizards. I want to lay on a rock. Have you seen that meme that's like, you wake up from life and you're a lizard chilling on a rock. All your memories are fading. All you can think about is your next, like the next insect you're going to eat.
That would be ideal. That's what I want. I want to be a just like little, what's it called? One of those bearded dragons that just like flattens themselves out and just like fakes.
Yeah, I want a beard.
You have kind of one.
It's the camera. There's a heat wave coming. I saw on the TikTok news that there's a heat wave coming through the Midwest in the next few days. It's going to move through. It's going to be great. So check in on your senior citizens. They are prone to heat stroke and death via heat stroke. Buy your ice now. Get water. Stay hydrated.
My eyelashes are already sweating.
I still haven't set up my window units. I refuse. I've been sleeping okay, but nothing compares to the heat of Puerto Vallarta. So like this is just like a piece of cake. But still, I've been sweating all day. And you know what? I appreciate not having to use lotion because like when you're just like self-wet all the time, you're just self-moisturizing.
Right. Well, that's the like good thing about summer is that I feel like I'm constantly wet all the time, so I'm less
In all the right
inclined-
places too.
Right, exactly. So I'm just less inclined to have the need to be like, oh my gosh, I'm so itchy and dry, and instead I'm just moisturized and wet, which I like.
I used to be of the opinion that living in the cold was good because it's like being in a fridge and refrigerators preserve our fruits and vegetables. So my reasoning was, like my skin's going to look good because it's being refrigerated. But after being oceanside last winter, I was like, no, it is the humidity and moisture that keeps you moist. So now I don't know what to believe anymore, actually. Like maybe we should have a dermatologist guest.
I think that the only true thing is that if you move to the desert, you will dry out and wrinkle super fast.
That explains all the Arizona people.
Yeah, because like there's just dust and like no moisture in the air, and it just draws it out of you.
So what I'm hearing is that Iowa corn moisture is good for the skin.
Yeah, I would say so.
Not to brag, but I haven't used chapstick in like 3 years. So my lips are fine.
Yeah, chapstick is fake.
It is. It really is. I have this like coconut mix that my mom made. It's just like coconut oil with like beeswax, and the stick is like 5 years old. It's not moldy.
I just use like coconut oil. I just like put it on my shit.
You know what? Oh, actually, a combat veteran friend taught me this trick. Rub the oils off of your nose and like rub them on your lips, and that's like your DIY chapstick.
Oh, that's pretty smart. Just like this part?
Yeah, just like the oily noise part, and like. You can't see it right now, but I have this nice zit on the tip of my nose.
Oh,
just in time for Pride.
Just in time for all the attention.
It's gonna keep me from doing naughty things because it hurts.
It hurts. This is update. I got eliminated on Survivor on
Sunday. No, on Sunday. What? Why? Yeah. What happened?
I was blindsided because I was just too powerful.
They knew it.
Yeah.
What? So wait, break it down. How did it all go?
So I was in like a top 3 alliance, but then like my third spread all the votes and got everyone to vote for me, and they did.
Wow.
She got eliminated 2 eliminations after me. So I'm the 2nd member of the jury, and she's the 4th member of the jury.
Whoa, so you're on the jury?
Yes.
Are there like eliminations every other day, or how does that work?
Yeah, basically every other day.
So are you gonna like not vote for her, or?
Well, she's eliminated, so.
Oh, I guess, yeah, you can't. Oh.
I got 10th place and she got 8th. So final tribal is gonna be like what, in a week and a half?
Wow.
So, but that's the bad thing is that like current day Survivor, like all the like threats just get each other out like immediately once the merge happens. So it's like, oh well, that's not very fun, huh?
It's just priming you up for a real Survivor.
I know.
You know what? Maybe you and I should audition for The Amazing Race.
That's true. I don't know. That's scary sometimes because sometimes they make you jump off like a building.
Dream come true.
That's true. I feel like we could do it. So, I want the money for sure.
But to be honest, I have never seen like a full episode of Amazing Race, but I bring it up because I was helping my friend pack up like an office, and we had the best like 30 seconds like putting together these bankers boxes, and he was like, "We should go to The Amazing Race," and I was like, Yes. So we should all do it.
I watched one season because someone from Survivor was on it and they got second place. Their season looked really fun, but I think it was regarded as one of the best seasons. So I'm not too sure how that show is still going, really.
I don't even know how it works. All I know is watermelon to the face, and you do challenges and move through like a course, basically.
Yeah. And you have to like get tickets to your new destination and
When it's like self-funded.
no, they give you the money, but like you only have a certain amount of money and you have to figure out your way there.
Oh, that's why it's a race.
Yeah.
Okay,
And then like
okay.
some person can be like, oh, if we get on this flight and then take a connecting flight, like we can make it there like 20 minutes before everyone else. And then that gives us so much more time. But I
Can
feel
you
like
cheat?
how would you cheat?
Like, say you have your own extra money and you just take a private jet.
No, you have to use within like the money that like is given to you. From what I remember, I've only seen one season, and that was like season 8. They're on like I don't know now.
I'll have to research this, but that's something to consider because we got to take our famedom further.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing I was like just thinking about. Like, oh, I feel like it like would take so much longer to get places now because back then there was just cabs waiting around, but now with like Uber and Lyft, people are doing all sorts of things, but
It depends where you're at. Like in Puerto Vallarta, there are cabs everywhere. You can just hail one down
oh
on the
yeah.
street. In New York
I guess
City,
it
there's still cabs everywhere.
I guess it doesn't really take place in America, so I guess that is pretty relevant, huh? One of the most recent seasons was like they had to kayak or canoe in mangroves full of pomelos. And I'm like, oh my God, I love pomelos. Like I would just be scooping them all up and like, so good.
What's a pomelo?
It's like a grapefruit the size of your head.
Oh, yeah. I know her.
They're just so gorgeous and so amazing, and they smell so good. I love it.
Wait, side note. What's your like gain gauge at?
My gain, I turned it up. Is it really high or really low?
Your S's are really hard, and I have no idea if that has anything to do with gain.
Maybe. My
Mine's
S
at
is
like
down hard
7 o'clock.
Yours is at 7?
7 o'clock.
7. Mine's at noon now. It was at 2.
Ooh. I wish I knew how these things worked. Because we have the same microphone.
Oh, wait, no, you are kind of.
Gainier.
What's it called? When you are maxing it out?
Oh, blown out? Pussy hole?
You're
Peaking. Am I peaking? Oh my god. No. Okay. I'm going to go to 9 p.m.
Yeah, I'm at 9 now too. Hopefully that remedies our problem.
I mean, I can hear you just fine, but your S's were kind of hard, which, whatever. Well, also my microphone is like 4 inches from my face. So
yeah, mine's over here because I didn't want to, like, some of the episodes, it's like rocking in my lap, and I'm like, I feel like that is annoying.
We're progressing, but that's just that's technical side note. Anyways, I'm recruiting listeners. Ah! Sorry. There's like this giant nasty fly in front of me.
Oh.
We have the grossest, thickest, ugliest flies in the house. And thankfully they all die in like 3 days, but they're still gross. We need a Venus flytrap. Not the drag queen, the plant.
True. I have a cat and she has a high prey drive, so she just kills all the flies.
My geriatric cat lives upstairs, so the flies don't make it up there.
She wouldn't hurt a fly.
Literally? Oh, is that where that saying comes from? Oh. I made this fly trap out of a water bottle and like a cocktail of shit in the kitchen. It caught 2. No, but seriously, these things are like the size of pennies. They are disgusting. And I'm normally a catch and release guy. And I guess I haven't killed a fly myself. I set a trap out, but I don't have the heart to smash him.
I'll kill them just because I know that they come from maggots, and those are disgusting.
My ex was a maggot. Oh, I'm sorry. That was with an F.
Well, yes.
Speaking of bugs, I'm always like excited for summer in theory, but then the gnats start coming at your face, and I'm like, fuck y'all can go and burn in hell. I want to get like one of those electric zappers and just like kill them all. But then the compassionate person in me is like, no, let them live. Just stay out of my eyes.
Hmm.
Are those a problem in Chicago? I know they're kind of a big deal around here.
Every now and then, like you'll see like a bunch of gnats like circling one little area, and so I don't know why, but otherwise, like there's a lot less bugs in Chicago than in Iowa, so I don't really encounter a lot of insects.
Oh, good for you. We have a couple spiders in the house, and like I will not kill a spider. As scary as they are, I will catch and release 100% of the times. Well, let's say 80% of the times. The other 20%, I'm just like lazy, and I'm like, if I see you again, I'll get you. But
I feel like someone said like spiders can't really even live outside. The spider that you let outside probably died.
oh,
But I
well,
don't
that's
know.
on them. That's on their poor survival skills. I said you can go out there and like find a new job. You can go live in the garage. I'm just saying you can't be in here.
Yeah, you
I,
don't.
I,
You have to go home, but you can't stay here.
yeah, I already spared your life. It's not my responsibility if you live out there.
Like
I'm
they're
saying,
already on borrowed time. Like if you really wanted to live that bad, like you would have figured it out.
hmm and I wish they could read, because otherwise I would just put up a sign by my door in my bedroom that says no spiders, and then I don't have to worry about it. Because like I don't care if like a spider's crawling around as long as it's not like an infestation. It's really my irrational fear of dying via a spider bite that makes me take them outside. Hold
There's,
up, why can't they live outside?
I don't know. That's a good question. I feel like they are just like better suited to live in like the dank spaces of your abode and like eat like whatever little insects that come into their path.
There are more insects outside, honey. Just go out there. You're
That is
welcome.
very true.
Imagine like being captured in a little clear cup and then thrown into a buffet. Why are they complaining?
Right. It's like if you took a fish out of your aquarium and put it into the river, like
Right. A bigger, scarier fish might eat you if you let it.
yeah,
If you're a pussy enough fish to get
yeah.
eaten by a bigger fish.
You want to live? You better work, bitch. Like,
Yeah, put the hunter in hunter gatherer.
look what Jenna got.
Oh, I love those.
Remember when we would eat those, like when the pandemic happened?
Yes, I love
Yeah.
the mustard variety.
Yes, the mustard variety was the best, and we would just
Have a good time. Party.
while the world was on fire, of
We
course.
would set a mood, and those things are expensive though, which I don't blame them. It's like 5 pounds of food. So we were talking about the pandemic times. Iowa had it relatively easy.
Mm.
Other states were like hardcore shutdown, ain't nothing happening. Like I guess the upside of having a nasty Republican governor is that things
Yeah.
were open, things were going, and the irresponsible people like me were out there outing and abouting and partying.
There's a difference between like going out, whatever, and then just like wearing your mask like in like places during the day versus like people that just like weren't doing that at all ever at any point. Like, come on. Like, cause like once 2021 hit, that's when like things started to like really simmer down. It's like also so crazy that it only lasted like a year, but it seemed like it lasted for an eternity.
It's been 4 years, and I still see people with masks. People are
Yeah.
still getting sick. People are still contracting COVID, and
Yeah.
obviously it's not as global a crisis as it was, but like that is one nice thing. I mean, besides all the people dying, I did like that it normalized wearing a mask
Yeah.
in the US, because that's going to come in handy in the future when we're under surveillance 24/7 in the future. Wearing a mask, like covering your face, is going to be like a new form of warfare.
Yeah. It's going to be the new thing. It's going to be the new choker.
Yeah.
It's going to be the new bindi. Everyone's going to want one.
We're not hijabis, we are maskis.
They're going to be crawling to those Etsy stores to buy the custom visual masks like little rats jumping around a corner looking for food.
No, but I do like masks. And part of me now is like,
Love them.
I should mask my face more because we're putting this shit on the internet. We are training AIs, whether we like it or not. Like that thing is learning our faces and our mannerisms and preparing for battle.
I wonder if like ChatGPT knows what our podcast is about. Like if we ask it.
It probably can't understand my accent.
Do you live at rock bottom or something?
No.
Do you remember that?
Nope. No, I don't. No. Technology maybe it's just like my phone being 4 years old, but it does not listen to me. Like whenever I try like text to speech, maybe it's just the Google technology, but like it will not deliver. It does not know. And I like that. I take pride in the fact that I am a mumbler with an accent that is undetectable by technology in a way. But you know, it's getting so smart that it might be learning how to. I don't know.
Your FBI agent gave up a long time. They're like, does this bitch like talk through like a 1960s radio for a cell phone? Like, what is their microphone?
If there's a microphone here, it can't hear me. It's gonna be like, what, the cabbage, whatever? Like, no, that's not what I said. I said baggage. But the face recognition is scary, so I am considering going anonymous online.
I mean, that's a good idea, but I also love the attention.
Right. What's the value in like being yourself online if you're not really yourself, right?
Right. I was also like, I want people to know that I'm like, if I'm being a bitch, it's because I'm like also at least moderately hot. Like, I'm not just like an ugly fat goth that lives in Idaho. Like, I'm a pretty fat goth that lives in Chicago.
What did HRH Collection say? Like, haters are all ugly, haters are all fat, haters are like all these like horrible things. That's why they're haters, because they got nothing to love about themselves.
Haters are just ugly fans. That one's
Wait, well, now I'm remembering all the times that I hated, and it might have been hotter people. So, bruh, we just invented a new type of like enlightenment here. Physical enlightenment.
Yeah.
My avatar is hotter online. My furry persona is hotter, so that's why I can hate and it's fine.
Wait, have you been seeing the whole
I've been seeing the whole
Charlie yes. Have you been seeing the Charlie XCX memes with Brat?
No, maybe. I don't know. Don't ring a bell. Wait, Charlie XCX. Who? I know that name. Who is that?
She's a singer, songwriter.
And what's the meme?
Her new album Brat came out, and it's like lime green. Maybe not.
Okay.
I don't know.
Here she is. What's the meme?
Whenever someone sees like anything lime green, that's like the Brat blank. Where it's like a lime green like bus, like, oh, we're getting on the Brat bus.
Oh,
I don't remember where I was going with that. But before that made me think of this like soundbite I found on TikTok of Courtney Love going, is she mad that I married Kerr? Yeah, well, fuck you, you ugly fat goth bitch.
Oh, I bet she's laughing right now. The Rachel meme. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Or conversely, don't show it to me, Rachel. Don't show it to me.
Wait, I haven't seen that. That's genius. Where's anti-Rachel? I haven't encountered it.
Katya like brought it to my attention on her podcast.
Oh, so it's like fresh.
Yeah, she like heard like a song that she didn't like, and she's like, "Don't show it to me, Rachel. Don't send it to me, please. Don't."
Oh my god, that's so progressive. I wish I had seen that earlier, because like my friends and I are like on my friends who I introduced to the Rachel are on that level where like we're just calling everything Rachel. Like any breath of desperation is just Rachel. When I'm talking on the phone with my friend and like I lose signal, I'm like, Rachel, where are you? You know? But that like puts a new level on there.
Yeah, any like meek little thing I say, I just like, Rachel.
Right.
Send it to me, baby.
Yeah. Remember Rachel, Chicago Rachel, our Rachel?
Yeah.
I texted her I guess it's been a month now. because it came up in my memories, that photo we took of,
Oh yeah.
and she was like, "Aw," and I was like, "Aw." So I sent that to her, and she was like, I asked her how Chicago was going, and she said, "I miss it's fun, but I miss the sense of purpose I had in Iowa City." And I was like, "Oh, that's deep." And then I sent her something like really shitty about. Well, in retrospect, it was shitty. I thought it was funny. Oh, I never sent it. Oh, what is it? This is what I meant to send to her. After she told me she missed her sense of purpose, I'm gonna send it now.
3 weeks later. I kind of feel that too, even though that I didn't really have a purpose to be in Iowa City. I think just like being in a community like gives you more sense of a purpose than just being in the big pond, you know.
So, if I come to Chicago next week, would you want to hang out with Rachel? Girl, stop
Sure.
squeaking. That would be fun. You haven't met up with her at all, have you? And you haven't reached out to my friend Seb, have you?
I don't think so. I don't think you gave me their number.
Yes, I did. Seb is so cool. Seb is like a fabulous human being who they're so cool. It's like beyond my vocabulary to describe. Maybe I'll introduce us.
Yeah, we can go see Natasha Benningfield with them.
Okay, so how does Chicago Pride work? Like, you gotta buy a ticket. It's not free like Iowa City Pride. You gotta pay to get in to the main stage, right?
I'm not sure. It might be free because there is like a thing of like you can ask for donations, but like any like community event, it has to be open to the public.
Then how do they get to charge for market days?
Do you have to pay to get into market days?
I don't know. I don't mind paying. I'm just curious. Like,
I
is it
don't
free
know.
or is it like $50? Because like I'm not paying $50 to go into a street festival.
Yeah.
I guess $20 is reasonable. Anything under that is great, but like I guess I draw the line anywhere between 35 and 50 for me personally.
Yeah. That's fair.
Because that's not a community festival. That's like something else. I don't know.
I think one year I went to Phoenix Pride and it was like $40. And I was like, for what?
For what? Who was the headliner?
I think the headliner was JoJo. Not JoJo Siwa, but
JoJo.
yeah. And Nina West.
Oh, okay.
How come like we can never get like Claro for Pride? How come we can't get like Angel Olsen for Pride? Why does it have to be like someone that doesn't even make music, but they're a drag queen, and some random bitch from the internet, and then like some chick from the B-52s? Like, how come? Like, why isn't it ever just like a lesbian singer?
I couldn't tell you how the Chicago Pride organization works, so
Their booking is shitty. Like in Market Days last year, I went to see Pussy Riot, which was really good. But like one of the headliners was Kylie, but I'm like, she's like not a singer. She's not a musician.
who's Kylie?
She
Kylie
won,
Jenner?
She won Drag Race All Stars something.
Oh, okay, my bad. I didn't know.
Like, what is happening here?
Like it's all up to their budget and their booking person, because like all our booking is done through our show director here at Iowa City Pride, and they have a budget to work with, and like they're tasked with finding these people, and a lot of times it comes down to obviously price and availability.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know their means of finding these performers or this talent, but I know it's not easy. But I'm with you that it's always like, not always, but like the booked talent can be unimpressive. But I don't judge because I didn't book them. I couldn't have booked them.
Mm-hmm.
And this is like a free street festival, so we're not gonna see Lady Gaga unless it's like fucking New York Pride or LA Pride or whatever. But it really comes down to who you know and who your booker knows and like what you can afford. So don't feel bad. Like, I mean, I guess the question is, who would you want to see?
Claro, Angel Olsen. I don't know. Maybe Katie Lang. We
Can't afford them because this is like a free public festival or like a public access festival of some sort. So
if they can
they're
afford
just,
Natasha Bedingfield, like.
well, she's past her prime. Or she's just a big ally. And she's not, I mean, I don't know. Does she live in Chicago? Where the fuck does she live?
I don't
Or
know.
somebody knew her. She was available. I don't know.
Yeah.
She's not past her prime. I mean, well, I don't know. What's the last new song she released, I guess?
I don't know. It's just fishy.
Why are
Joseph
we not on the
Siwa,
lineup?
right. Why? How come we're not booked for the event? We could be creating slop content live and in person on location.
Yeah, we should be emceeing the whole thing.
Yeah.
But no.
And I can't wait until someone drags that hoe and beats the fuck out of her.
Whomst. That's a little aggressive.
It's just this TikTok. This person on TikTok just like films like his like dysfunctional family sometimes, like because they love to go on rants. And my favorite one of the family is Miss Kim, and she just goes off, and I just love it.
So are they dysfunctional or just mentally ill or both? Is this abuse? Should we be calling CPS or APS?
No, well, all the kids are grown now. She's
You
just
can
the
be an
grandma.
adult and still be a victim of abuse. I mean,
Maybe so.
dude, speaking of messy adults, do you follow World of T-Shirts?
I think I've heard of. I think I know who you're talking. Wait, let me see.
Joshua Block. I think I told you about him not long ago. The captain,
Yeah.
the person with autism who gives tours of New York City with the captain hat,
Wait,
the alcoholic.
No, I was thinking of someone else. Why? What happened?
He's just messy, dude. Like this guy, I hate to like be watching, but it's like when like there's a car wreck on the side of the interstate, but you slow down to see like the blood and guts. That's what's happening. This person is like a messy alcoholic with autism, just running free in New York City, and like he's posting all day about how many drinks he's having. He's like freshly 21, and he's like just getting drunk off his ass every single day and people are watching. He has like 2 million followers on TikTok. He gives tours of New York City and he's autistic, so he's like all weird. He's autistic, so he's like, you just have to see it. Like, it's sad because nobody is like protecting him. People are enabling him. There's this person who like his name is Michael Quinn. He is credited with enabling him, but so are 2 million people who follow him for the show. I don't follow him. I just watch because he pops up on my For You page because I can't stop but like watch because who knows what the mess is gonna be. But anyway, like he's always getting into like all these like messy things, getting like drunk, and the poor boy's an alcoholic. There's an account that tracks how much he is drinking, how much he is spending on his drinks every single day, and what his BAC is from the moment that he wakes up that carries over from the night before to like throughout the day. Because this boy has like, he has a problem. He has a drinking problem, which is driven by his autism. So literally, like, he will drink all day every day and then pass out and wake up the next day and then drink all day every day. And we know this because he's posting 2 or 3 times an hour drinking, and that's how this account can follow like his BAC, his number of drinks, the money he spends on drinks. And this is just like an estimate based on what he posts because we don't know what he's drinking when he's not posting. And he's like DJing now, and it's terrible and cringe, and like people watch because it's cringe, because it's like a train wreck waiting to crash. And it's just, I feel bad for him because like he's gonna die. This guy's gonna like turn up dead. He's either gonna like die from alcohol poisoning, from an accident induced by being drunk, or he's gonna get beat up to death for fucking with the wrong person. He gets so drunk he's like yelling out the N-word at bars and getting banned and kicked out. It's not good. No, it's like someone needs to help this person, and no one is doing it because we're all watching and in a way enabling him. I've reported his account to TikTok multiple times for like endangerment or whatever, and they won't do anything because like technically like he's not doing anything wrong. He's an adult. Anyway, that's my holistic caring rant on World of T-Shirts. I do enjoy the messy content. It's just sad because it's real.
Yeah. Well, what's that one guy? I think he's autistic, but now he got put in life in prison because
Oh,
like
good
people
for
on
him.
his TikTok would like tell him to go do shit, and like I don't know exactly what ended up like getting him those charges, but I think it was something to do with like go up to a bunch of kids and like do something, and then he would do it because like I think like he just had trouble discerning like who was looking out for him and like who was just trying to like see like what they could get him to do because it would be funny. And now he's like spending the rest of his life in prison.
What for? What? What did he do?
Let me check.
This is not like the bird looking guy, was it?
Daniel Larson. That was what his name
Yes.
was.
Is
Yes.
that what happened?
Um. Uh,
I thought he did something else. I thought he like killed a relative.
what
Wait, what? Am I confusing him?
did he?
Did he? I thought he like murdered somebody. I know who you're talking about. I know Daniel Larson. What did he do?
Trespassing on multiple places, including private residences. He would go into people's porches and patios to charge his phone and refused to leave. Same thing with restaurants, gyms, and casinos. He said that he had a Pinterest page related about younger girls, stalked and harassed a singer online, and then his followers like would encourage him to do that. And she was like 12 or 13. He skipped those court dates.
Hmm.
Physically assaulted people. I think I don't know. It seems to be like a lot going on.
No. Oh, I know who you're talking about. I saw his mugshot, and I thought his crimes were a lot worse. That those are like bad crimes, like especially where he's fucking with minors. But I thought he killed somebody. I guess I'm not like up to date on Danny Larson. I knew he got arrested because I see him on the talk, but huh,
Yeah, it's crazy.
it is justice for him, and like weird how that's like the spectacle nowadays. And I mean, not to like put Danny Larson down, but World of T-shirts is way messier, and
Really?
he needs help. No, like you can't tie an adult down without consent, but like, can you consent when you're like that autistic? I don't know.
That's a great question.
I almost want to tell you not to look him up because then you're gonna see a bunch of videos about him. The last one I saw was when like he lost his wallet and he found out the lost and found was closed until Monday. So he's like kicking down this door that's like Monday, no, and then like he was surrounded by police at the train station. Dude, I'm concerned for this kid. I don't even fucking know him, but like I'm worried that this is gonna be again the car accident that everyone's slowing down to drive by to see the blood and guts when someone is like fucking dead on the table for our entertainment. That's not right. But like who intervenes here? Like again, you can't call CPS on an adult. You can't commit an adult who is an adult. His platform is what enables him. He makes a living off of his social media.
He
Where
probably
does it
just like
stop?
donated
Well,
stuff.
people buy cameos off of him. People obviously view his videos. Like he cranks out several 100,000 views a day, I'm sure, and it's all cringe views. But like, where does the social responsibility from the people and the social media platforms? At what point are we responsible for this guy's death or incarceration? Just like with this other guy, with Danny Larson. Like, is it really? I mean, he did the actions, but like, would he have done him if it wasn't for a platform that was enabling him?
Right.
We need a lawyer guest. We need like a TikTok lawyer.
We do. Do you have any closing remarks?
The second quarter is almost over. So I encourage everybody to review their books, their diaries, their goals, their budgets, just like be aware of what literally half the year has been like. And yeah,
Well, yes.
also stop sensationalizing chaos on the internet because TikTok is fragile. One day it's here, one day it's gone. We thought we wouldn't have it like a month ago. It's still here. We're blessed. But wait or don't wait. Point is, don't take social media so seriously because like it's all stupid. It's all like zeros and ones and like beware of AI. She's everywhere. She is tricky. She is the devil. So maybe the hardcore Christians had a point when they said question everything that is not in the Bible,
So true.
but also burn the Bible. Just
Get
kidding.
rid of the whole thing. Throw the whole bitch away.
No, I'm joking. Don't burn anything. It's bad for the earth.
That is true.
Subscribe, follow,
It's gonna be
watch.
really hot and not in a good way.
Yeah, you might want to drink a little water there, sis. And maybe if you have a friend with a basement or air conditioning, go there because it's okay if you can't afford to run your AC. That doesn't mean you need to die in this heat wave that's coming. Like, please, that dying of heat stroke is like an old people thing. That would be so embarrassing if like a Gen Zer dies because they couldn't afford to like cool down their unit. But also, is the heat that bad? I mean, obviously it is if it's literally killing people, but like, just go to the library, go to the mall. Like, you can escape this. You can do this. Go lay it down under the tree.
Yeah, open a
Like,
window.
exactly. Open a window, get like on all fours, and like let the air flow through. Honestly, if you die from like a heat wave, it's your own fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are my closing words. What about you?
Yeah, just crawl under some newspaper if it's that hot. Like, get over it.
Dig a hole. The earth is like 55 degrees, like 5 feet down. So just like
Oh, true.
go get a gallon of water. It's like $2, or just like, again, go to the library, go to a gas station, fill up a bucket, and like drink that, and then get digging in the shade.
Wow. I know. That's what makes me miss living on the ground floor because there's sweat pooling up in my eyelids right now.
Really? Oh, I guess you're on the third floor, huh?
Yeah.
And you have your AC turned off for the sake of the recording, which is very responsible of you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I also turned off the AC over here, so I feel, yeah, except I'm on the main level.
Our struggle.
It is. And you know what? Like, I'm forcing myself to like not use AC. I still haven't installed my window units because I'm like trying to get used to the PV heat that I'm gonna be dealing with.
You don't have air conditioning there?
Not in the house.
What?
I have a couple window units. Yeah, this house is like 100 years old. There's no central air. There's central heat, but no central air. And I have 2 window units that I haven't installed yet because I'm like writing it out as long as I can. So far, so good. It's been hot, but not like unbearably hot.
In Mexico?
Oh, there's air conditioning in Mexico. Yeah.
Okay, I was like, you live in the South Hemisphere down there. I don't understand how you could survive.
Oh no, they have it.
I guess they could. You could survive, but
I mean, I did go visit some houses that didn't have it, and like, granted, it was the winter, and they had ceiling fans, but when you think about it, air conditioning is like a thing we invented in the last 60 years, maybe 70 years. So like, our ancestors were doing it just fine. Not to say that the Earth is not any hotter than it was, but it is kind of nice.
If we just dug underground, then we would have just normal air conditioning that way.
That's kind of the inspiration for geothermal heating and cooling. But that's still a forced air system, so you still need that, which is not installed in 100-year-old houses. So
yeah, geothermal does sound really fun though.
Geothermal is cool. It's like super energy efficient because you're using the Earth's natural
queef.
Yeah, the Earth's natural queef to regulate the temperature. Not even regulate. Like, again, the Earth is like 55 degrees so far down. It's just way more efficient to heat or cool that as you go. And that's
the Earth's queefs come out of like a self-balancing sort of cavern. Like, it can change the temperature, the pH balance as needed. It doesn't need you to flush it out.
I suppose. Yeah, it's nice and constant.
And enjoy.
Exactly. The Earth is like, what do you mean? It's been like this forever. Like, just you get with it. I love Earth queefing.
Love it.
So, what are your plans for the weekend?
So tonight I'm supposed to go to Isaiah's friend's place, and I also need to get more Delta. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try not to buy another vape. I quit again on Sunday, so I'm trying to not start it up again. And then tomorrow I'm going to a film forum at the Leather Archives Museum. We're watching Sebastian, and I think I'm also getting my hair cut.
What? What are you going to do? By who? By Isaiah?
Yeah, Isaiah just trims up the sides.
Okay.
Um, then on Sunday, we're supposed to take a bus and then a train and then another bus into the suburbs to go to IKEA.
What are you trying to get from IKEA?
Nothing. He's just making me go. He has to return something for the blinds we set up.
Can he just mail that?
I'm not sure.
Is he gonna propose in the IKEA kitchen?
No, he hasn't even said I love you yet, so I doubt he would do that.
Oh, well, it's only been what, 4 months?
But he does want to go to IKEA for the food because they have vegan meatballs.
There's horse in those.
In the vegan meatballs, there's horse.
Probably.
I feel like Isaiah would know about that. He knows all the dirty shit about everyone on the planet Earth. I'll be like, oh my god, I love so-and-so background actress from Friends. And he's like, why would you like her? She's nasty. She's a Zionist piece of shit. And she kicked a chihuahua on like live television that one time. And she doesn't care about black people.
Is she running for Congress?
Right, literally. Why are all Congress people dog abusers and racists? What's up with that?
Because they have money.
Mm.
And they know people with money. And people who have money now had money growing up, and they were shitty people growing up. Not all of them, but many of them.
I can feel the beads of sweat dripping down my back. So say goodnight, Rick.
Good night. Have fun at IKEA. Maybe I'll see you in a week.
Yeah.
Can I stay with you if I come over? Or should I get a hotel for the pool?
No, you can stay with me. Because the hotel pool is not as fun because it's not outside.
Is it though? I guess how many hotels in Chicago don't have outside pools? I guess all of them because it's a winter town. So
yeah.
I mean, and why can't we have a kiddie pool? I know you like your luxurious pool, but like, what if I bring an inflatable pool and we just like do it in your patio? Like, would you not get in? Would you be like too good to like dip your feet in the little kiddie pool?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Our next podcast could be at a poolside.
Oh, that's true. We'll have to workshop it.
Okay.
But ta-ta for now.
Yeah. Thank you for everything.